right, hello YouTube, and welcome to Ningguang's Friendly Fracas. This one I thought was going to be a lot harder than it really was. I spent a lot of time looking at the deck, spent a lot of time studying what each of the three characters did, and I beat this deck on the very first try in 4 rounds, which bummed me out because I wasn't recording it. Uh, so we're gonna watch me struggle this time because I'm sure I just jinxed myself. Uh, so let's take a look at Ningguang first, since she's the captain of this deck. Her normal attack does 1 geo damage. The Jade Screen does 2 geo damage and creates a Jade Screen. And what the Screen does is it blocks 1 damage if the active player is taking 2 damage or more, and it gets used twice. Then the Star Shatter, which uses 3 energy, deals 6 damage, and it does an additional 2 damage if the Jade Screen is on the field. So, assuming that the AI is paying attention, this is what you want to watch out for: is using the Star Shatter with the Jade Screen in effect. Now, and this is the first deck I've seen in a while where we don't have any elemental resonance. But worth noting that each time that you do geo damage, if that character has any kind is affected by any other element, that removes the element from that character and creates 1 shield point. So I think that based on what I saw when I played the first time, I feel like that's what they were trying to do. So she is backed up by two of her people, and at the Jade Chamber. So let's so she has two. She does 2 physical damage with her normal attack. She does 3 electro damage with her elemental skill and creates 1 lightning stiletto. I read through this whole thing. I'm still not even sure I understand what a lightning stiletto is and what it does. Maybe I should challenge her so I can look at that with a little bit more detail. Then Starward Sword, which is which uses 3 energy, does 4 electro damage and does 3 piercing damage to all opposing characters on standby. Official does something similar to that, so that's something to watch for, because you don't want to just have someone with 3 or less on standby if she can just simply KO them from there. And now we go to Ganyu. Kind of a similar thing. Her one of her normal attacks does 2 physical damage, but her other normal attack, which uses a whopping 5 cryo dice, does 2 cryo damage and 2 piercing damage to all opposing characters on standby. So you can see how the combination of these two can be a bit of a problem if they're allowed to have the dice they need to operate. Now, her elemental skill deals 1 cryo damage and creates an Ice Lotus. Ice Lotus decreases damage taken by 1 2 times, so it's kind of a shield. And then her Celestial Shower, worth noting, only takes 2 energy, deals 1 cryo damage, and deals 1 piercing damage to all opposing characters on standby. And then summons a Sacred Cryo Pearl, which during the end phase does 1 cryo damage, and then deals 1 piercing damage to all opposing characters on standby. So I think that this is really meant to just to try to punish your characters that are on all of your characters and not just your active one. So anyway, that's why I guess the theory of the deck was. Whether that works or not, we're going to find out. So I only really have cards that really work for D-Luke right now. Um, so let's go
finish
ahead
this swiftly.
Go ahead and start him, and then just hope I get Pyro dice. Nothing is guaranteed in this game, as you probably know by now, especially when it comes to dice. Okay, that was a net 4. I did re-roll the Dendro die, and I just before anyone notices, before anyone thinks I made a mistake. That was a calculated risk. Okay, so I have these 2 healing location cards, which could be useful. I have this one that draws two cards. Is it worth using right now? Just looking to see. I'm kind of planning out everything I want to do. I could use both Hydro Dice to put one of the locations in play. I have enough Pyro Dice to use as elemental skill. And yeah. Let's go ahead and draw 2 cards. See if that gives me anything different. Well, nothing significantly different. So let's go ahead and put the Cathedral in. And then let's play his... Yeah. Well, we'll play the end right now, but we're not going to play it that way. We're going to use an Omni die and an Electro die. And now we'll use his elemental skill by attaching his skill card. Wow, 2 parametric transformers.
Don't waste my time.
Well, there's the Jade Screen that she never used in the first time. Like I said, sometimes I kind of get the feeling that the game went a little easy on me the first time around. So I'm healed back up to full with the Cathedral. Got some Pyro Dice. I'm going to keep the Electro Dice. I could keep the Hydro Dice because it's a pair, but I'm going to risk it. Okay, that's a net 4 Pyro. So, let's see. What can we do? This isn't going to do much with the shield. Actually, almost benefits me not to use his skill. Let's go ahead and do it this way then. And let's see what they do next. Okay. So I can use his normal attack again, or I can use his elemental skill. Putting one of these in play, putting one of these cards in play right now is actually a pretty good idea. And then we'll just do this. No, it triggers the parametric transformers, but okay, Ganyu is up. Where's it Ganyu? I
In the name of the Princessin.
kind of forgot. I'm going to switch to official and leave her up in between rounds. Just in case. She had quite a bit of she had quite a bit of dice left. She used a lot of them. Healed for a little less because the inn only healed D-Luke for 1. Not necessarily complaining. Okay, I'm going to re-roll the Dendro die, only because I haven't really set anything up for Kale. That was a lot of nothing. Okay, so the normal attack won't do any damage. The elemental skill will do 1 damage and switch to Keiichi. So, but I would need more. I need more dice to do that, but only by one, only 1. So getting this on would be good too. Let's go with that first. Then we could sacrifice this card to Elemental Tune and get Oz on the field.
Oz, reveal thyself.
Okay, so she switched to Ganyu, and I don't really have that character in my party, so I don't really hear the name that often. So I'm pretty sure, I think it's Ganyu, but please be please don't kill me if I got it wrong. So I know she has a lot of fans. So let's see, thinking about putting the inn, playing the inn, but the thing is that the inn doesn't really do much for me because it's already in play. Probably have to switch to D-Luke. So I'm wondering, yeah, switch to D-Luke. I have an idea.
This will be the end.
Glaze over.
So there's that pearl that we saw, that talked about earlier. Okay, so I'm going to Elemental Tune Storyteller and put the N in play. And then my round. So this is already a more competitive game than the first game we played. Okay, so I'm going first this time. Ganyu is still the one leading right now. I'll keep the Electro dice, hoping for another Pyro die, and I got one. So, if I use the burst now, that gets rid of Ganyu, which is good. I think that's what I have to do. Also puts Ningguang in play.
My contract goes.
An impressive play.
So let's see what Ningguang does now. Okay. That could have been worse. I thought she might switch to Keiichi, but she chose to to use her burst now. So, remind me what he has right now. He has a skill on right now. So I could put this on him, but I don't think it really matters too much. Yeah. Just wanted to look at the... So if I switch to official, she'll have 3 electro dice to deal with, which is probably the right thing to do.
In the name of the Prinzessin.
So I can do this for 2. That does 1. This does nothing, but it gives Oz 1 more round. But I think we'll just go with this, I guess. And I don't really have anything else I can do. I do have 1 more die, but unless I wanted to switch to Kale, which I don't think would make a big deal. I mean, she does have a skill card right now, but... Okay, the Pearl is gone. I think this is going to come down to if I can get Official's Burst to go. Need to give myself the best chance I have, even re-rolling the Pyro. That worked. Okay. So, if I use the burst now, it does 4 to Keiching, 2 to Ningguang. Or, I could equip the bow first, which I'm going to do. Or, I could do this, which... Oh, wait. It's not... Go two overboard. Okay, so I only need 2. Yeah, so we can do that. So I'm going to do this as well. That's going to make this attack as formidable as possible. And that is going to wipe out Keiching, and Ningguang will be down to 1 hit point.
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Right,
You certainly don't disappoint.
But I won't be able to win on this round because I only have 1 die left, which is not enough dice to do anything. I always forget what the... Okay. So do I want... Let's switch to Kale.
I'll ensure your safety.
That way, because she has her skill cards in. I mean, it's only 1 hit point that she has left at this point. Come on, end the round, please. There we go. But, you never know. Okay, that's not... I don't think any of those things heal, which is good. She gets more cards, that's about it. Plus she can reroll an extra time. That's what the J Chamber does, if I remember correct. Okay, so it's all about Dendro right now. Because I want to win this on my first turn. So I just got 3. Should get it done. It does 2 damage. She can only, and she only had 1 left. So there you go. So anyway, I should have looked to see what round that was to see if I would have gotten all 3 objectives in that one. This one actually was a lot more of a challenge than, like I said, the first one I did. So I'm actually kind of glad that I recorded this one, because I don't really feel like I would have demonstrated um, the other deck to the point that it should have. So anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to my channel, and also please consider following me on Twitch. I stream Genshin Impact twice a week. Twice a day would be a murder schedule. So um, twice a week I stream Genshin Impact, and I'm streaming on
Unfortunate.
Twitch 3
But
times a week in
most
total.
entertaining.
Very entertaining indeed. All right, I will see you in the next video.